Hello, my name is Elena Bantle, and I start a graduate program in Physician Assistant Studies at the College of St. Scholastica in Duluth in September. I'm so grateful to the Hawkinson Scholarship for investing in my education and believing in my contribution to a more just and peaceful community. When I was initially asked to prepare something for a virtual award ceremony, I thought what I would share would be pretty different than what I'm about to say here. I thought I would tell you a story about some patients I worked with in the burn ICU, that I'd talk with you about why I want to be a physician assistant and how I hope to show up in that work. That was before the murder of George Floyd and the deep grief of his death, before racial terror was again drawn into such sharp contrast in our state, before so many white people seemed to see the landscape of race in America for the first time, before mass uprisings ushered in hope for change and also heightened police violence. What does peace and justice mean now? Peace and justice look like a community where George Floyd can walk down the street, or any person of color can walk down the street and feel just as safe as I do. It means access to healthcare or high school graduation rates aren't predicted by zip code. Peace and justice mean everyone has every opportunity to thrive, that our dreams for our future and our likelihood of achieving them aren't influenced by 400 years of history. Colonization, genocide, slavery, sharecropping, Jim Crow, lack of representation, redlining, police brutality, and our current system of institutions that were built during and shaped by that same history. It means building something different. It requires humility and listening. It means dismantling white supremacy. It means using skills and positions of power to create change. It means handing over resources and decision-making power and access. And how can I, a white woman, take responsibility for and be accountable to peace and justice? I know that as I learn in this work, I make mistakes. Still, I can't allow fear of imperfection stop me from continually showing up. I seek out and follow the leadership of people of color, offer my skills, and ensure that all I do is in partnership and relationship. As a white person, it is my responsibility to not just fill in the blank. What I mean by that is I can't just show up at a rally. I can't just give a donation. I can't just volunteer or just do nonprofit work. I can't just read books by experts of color. I can't just be loving and kind. I can't just call my local elected officials or just put a sign in my yard. Commitment to racial justice means that I must do all of it. I must build relationships of accountability where we can help each other grow and also push each other actively to do the work of allyship. This work is ongoing, and it is vital that it is interdisciplinary. Most people might not consider becoming a physician assistant work to dismantle racism, but if we are serious about creating change, all of us need to make our work the work of dismantling racism. I hope that I make patients feel safe and well cared for. I hope I have the chance to build relationships with patients over time and know them well. I want to be an advocate for racial justice within the healthcare system and to help narrow wide health and healthcare disparities for communities of color. All people should be able to expect dignity from their healthcare provider. To quote the late Paul Wellstone, "We all do better when we all do better." Given so much inequity, uncertainty, and injustice, I believe I can most contribute to healing my community through becoming a physician assistant. Thank you for helping me make this possible.